Alright, hello, what's good, folks? This is a new What If I'm starting. It's what if Naruto was Virgil, or trained by Virgil. Trained by Virgil, but he'll, basically be a ninja version of. So, we already know about Naruto, how he was born, nine tails, and all that. Nothing Nothing changed, nothing different about that. Nothing really changes or whatnot. But during that during that time during that time when Naruto, I don't know how old he was. I don't know, no, around like 6 or whatnot. Donzo was being a little bit more uppity, right? And wanted to, get rid of get rid of the demon. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a demon yet, but he will be one soon. But Donzo wanted to get rid of the demon, right? Naruto. He sends some of his Ambu after Naruto, and making sure the third Hokage isn't over him during that time. Sorry, cracked my neck there. Anyway, the Ambu is, chasing Naruto. Naruto trying to, get away. You know what I'm saying? He's scared and all because he's technically, what is he, like, he would be like 5. It's like, I don't know however age he was when he fucking supposedly saved Hinata from the bullies, but not really. But besides, he's pretty much that age, so I'm just gonna give y'all that little image. So he's running scared, and he's outside the village somehow. I don't know how, but one of the Ambu gets a lucky shot in at Naruto, hitting a kunai to his back, and Naruto falls off a little cliff. Them thinking a cliff, a dark cliff, what I'm saying, a cavern, whatnot, trench. Them thinking that he's dead. They just bouncing leaves, and Naruto just laying there dying. Of course, the Nine Tails is not really that willing to help Naruto, but we ain't gotta worry about the Nine Tails because eventually the Nine Tails won't be the Nine Tails. You know what I'm saying? As you can see on the screen, the back of Virgil, the Nine Tails is gonna. We'll get. I'll tell you when we get to it. I'll tell you when we get to that. So Naruto is in the trench right now, not being healed by the Nine Tails because he don't want to heal. He don't care. Naruto just dying and just angry and whatnot until there's like a glowing, faint, bluish energy flowing around Naruto, and it's healing him a little bit, allowing him to get up. And Naruto, seeing this trail of bluish whatnot, just follows it. And he goes in, walking through the trench and whatnot, until he finds this sword, the Yamato. Now you're probably asking, how the hell did the Yamato get here? I don't know. It's just here. Fuck it. Let's just say whatever after. Shit. Nah, I can't say that because I'll spoil. Nah, I don't want to. I mean, I know Devil May Cry 5 been out for a while, but I don't want to spoil that for y'all if y'all didn't play. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much. Because I was gonna use that, but I don't want to really say much about the game and spoil that for y'all. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that. So the sword is just there, and you know, as Naruto gets up and walks to just walking to the sword and whatnot, he's just drawn to it and whatnot, and so grabs it, and he grabs it, and in his head, all his thoughts is just like, all he's hearing is power. Give me more power. Damn, this flashlight. Turn on. Actually, hold on. Okay, that's better. So as I was saying, he finds Virgil's sword, the Yamato, and grabs on his sword. The ring power, give me more power, just rings in his head and whatnot, and he gets, sucked into the sword. He gets sucked into the sword, and he meets our boy Virgil. Virgil, interested in this new world and seeing how weak this boy is, and sort of reminding how Virgil was when he was a kid, and he felt really weak, that he couldn't save his mother and whatnot, and he basically sees himself in Naruto. So Naruto pretty much asks him, just like, who are you? And he pretty much says, like, I am Virgil, the one of the sons of Sparta. You wouldn't really know who he is, but that doesn't matter. I'm interested in you, boy. I know you seek strength. You seek power. I've already found the pinnacle of my strength and the pinnacle of what power I will achieve. Now it's time for you to find yours. But it seems that nine-tails creature inside of you is not helping. What do you mean? What creature? It doesn't matter, because soon it will be replaced, as Virgil takes one of them sword summonings he can do, takes one of them, stabs into Naruto's stomach, and forces his energy, his power, his devil trigger into the nine-tails cage, destroying the seal. Minato is still there. Not really destroying the seal, but mostly because eventually Naruto will achieve devil trigger, but not too soon. But pouring his energy into the nine-tails, and consuming the nine-tails completely, until the nine-tails is not a furry, not a orange and all that. It basically, the nine-tails turns into what you see on the screen, that devil trigger. And after doing that, Virgil decides to just train Naruto in his mindscape, teaching teaching Naruto and in that mindscape, you know what I'm saying? And it's, it's taking, 10 plus years or whatnot, but, Naruto's technically not aging during his sleep, you know, think of, think of it, I don't know, like one day in 1 year in his mindscape is like, one day in reality. So, whatever. Virgil, Virgil training our boy Naruto, in all manners of sword skills and whatnot, until and and Naruto absorbing Virgil's energy, his hair start turning from the yellow to white. And he won't have that slick back joint, not yet. Not yet. But for now, it'll look, somewhat similar to, Devil May Cry 3 Dante's hair. It'll look similar to that. So not yet, slick back. So, white hair thing and whatnot. And his clothes, well, we'll get to the clothes one later. So as Virgil's finishing up his little training with Naruto, so he decides, to finally release him. And, Virgil said, if you ever need to speak to me again, then just focus on the sword, focus your energy into the sword and speak to me. I'll be here watching, seeing what you'll do with my power. So Naruto finally gets up with all the experience and with the amazing moves that Virgil teaches Naruto and all, and seeing how Virgil say, let's just say Virgil's sword has been in here, here for a while or whatnot, in the I don't know, the Naruto world for a while, learning things. Virgil taught been teaching Naruto how to control his chakra and everything, especially now since there's no nine tails to keep holding and messing with his chakra joint. So technically, if you think, Naruto was already pretty much a prodigy in his own right, even though being held back, he was still able to, the Shadow Clone and the Rasengan, you know what I'm saying? He was still a prodigy in his own right. So his chakra is not being held back, and he's being taught by Virgil. So yeah, Naruto's pretty much going to be more than just a prodigy in this. So let's just go to the third Hokage's office, where the third is kind of pissed because he don't know where Naruto is and not sure what happened to him. He's sending out his Anbu, not the root Anbu that Danzo has. That's what they're called, the roots. I'm gonna call them that, the roots. Sending out his Anbu to find Naruto, and they're searching until they see this white-haired boy coming up to the village, and with a sword on his waist. And they go to the boy and pretty much tell him like, "Hold, what are you? Wait, Naruto, is that you?" And Naruto just looks up to them with with that Virgil straight faces, not like the meh or emo type shit, that Virgil face. Y'all know that Virgil face. Y'all know the face. And he's like, Yes, it is. Yes, it is me, Naruto. So they decide to take Naruto to the third Hokage. Mm-hmm. To the third Hokage, whatnot, and they pretty much Naruto, the third Hokage's like, Naruto, what happened to you? Why is your hair white? Where were you? Where were you? And Naruto pretty much said, I was attacked by a bunch of ninja. Pretty much Anbu kind of looks similar to these people, but I don't think they were the same. Not the same, or anybody under your orders, to be honest. But it doesn't matter. I'm fine, and I'm even better than ever. What is it? Where did you get that sword? What is it? And what is this energy I'm feeling? It's nothing, Lord Third. Lord Third. Just know that I'm back and better than ever. I was like, all right, fine. Just take care of yourself, Naruto. He's like, I will, sir. So, Naruto, leaves back to his apartment and whatnot. Let's say, time skip a few weeks after that incident. Naruto's just training with his, traveling the forest. It's all snowy and joint, and training his sword skills, trying to get every snowflake in the distance. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to be as precise as Virgil, because both Virgil and Dante were had such precise with their swords that they were literally able, during one of their fights, they were literally able to hit every raindrop around them before those joints even landed. Which that shit right there is crazy. That's the kind of speed Naruto's trying to train to be, but he's too young. He's technically, I don't know, 5'6", so he's not gonna get to that speed yet. But he's a hell of a lot stronger than he regular was. So as he's going in, he sees these bullies picking on this white-eyed girl. White-eyed girl, saying how her eyes look weird and kind of look ridiculous, and should be normal. And she's like crying a little bit, crying a little bit, and Naruto coming in, then enough of your actions, and stop messing with this girl. And then one of the bullies like, hey, isn't that kid that our parents told us to stay away from? Yeah, that's the demon, right? Yeah, let's teach this demon a lesson. And they go and try and beat up Naruto. And the first bully throws a punch. Naruto dies easily, and hitting the bully in the stomach with the Yamato sheath, of course. The sheath, because how Virgil, when he first attacks, he hits the person with the sheath before he pulls out the sword. So he's not good. So he's hitting the dude with the sheath, knocking the first bully out, and the two bullies coming in, and he's just dodging, but not boom, 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 hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Boom. They can't do nothing, and then he unsheathes his sword like shing, whatnot, and they just get scared and just start running. It's like, demon, help. And then sheath the sword cleanly, boom, and right when that happens, the freaking wind is blowing his hair, whatnot, and he just staring at Hinata, with a cold gaze, and she's just blushing like, oh, she's just blushing hard. You know what I'm saying? And and super embarrassed and whatnot. And he just walks away and pretty much say, you need to take care of yourself a little bit better, and just walks away. So pretty much Hinata likes Naruto as she did in the she did in the original. So during that time, Naruto goes to, after that, take a little time skip. Naruto is at the academy, and he's doing pretty well, top of the class even. Sasuke is being kind of irritated, that that somehow the the dope of the village is somehow top of the class, all beasts and everything, and everything, and every time they have their little fights, in the backyard or wherever the hell place is, Naruto just manhandling this fool, with all the taijutsu skills and whatnot, Sasuke can't do nothing about it. It just irritates him. So time skip to a as he's grown. I don't know how he was, like 13, 14 or whatever. Let me find something for y'all to visualize. So, to give you an idea of what, is this junk recording? Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, my bad. To give you an idea to what Naruto looks like, so 14 whatnot is basically this right here. So he's gonna look like that for now. So take a good look at that. Vividly put it in your memory, because I'm not showing it ever again. So as in in the academy, whatnot. They're doing that clone jutsu test, whatnot, to see if they will pass the test and earn their way to be a Gani. So everybody do their thing. Clone jutsu, whatnot, and Naruto aces that joint, but in his own way. So because when he does the clone jutsu, it doesn't really it makes a clone, but it's more similar to Virgil's little joint. So so you can think of the jutsus that most of the jutsus that Naruto learns in a regular joint will be like, you know how when have Naruto has the Rasengan, right? You know what I'm saying? And he can add like wind to it, so it'll be like wind style Rasengan, you know what I'm saying? But with this joint, it's gonna be devil trigger style, you know what I'm saying? Only Naruto can access, since Virgil's powers is inside him. So that clone jutsu is more like that, a bluish mimic whatever joint. And everyone's amazed by it. Haruka is amazed, you know what I'm saying? Saying how unique and whatnot, how unique and cute, interesting that looks. freaking Sasuke, just just a little irritated and jealous, but whatever, just whatever. And Naruto becomes a Genin. So that Masake dude, that dude, whatever joint, Miski, not Miski, his name, whatever, that white haired dude, fool, still comes up to Naruto and so pretty much says like, you seem pretty strong, Naruto, but there are ways to become stronger and to have more power. Forget Naruto's there picked up like power. The dude's like, yes, it's a little secret mission to do. It's to steal the scroll of sealing out of the Hokage's place or whatnot. Virgil is like, this guy's bullshitting you, but you might as well do it anyway. So, Naruto goes into the Hokage's place, steals the scroll of sealing at night, whatnot, and takes the joint and he reads all the jutsus. He mostly learns he learns the shadow clone, and the flying Raijin. So now he can have a bunch of mimics and mixing the flying Raijin. Well, it's not going to be exactly Minato's flying Raijin, but it's mostly going to be a type of flying Raijin that instantly increases teleportation. It's going to be mixed with his devil trick and whatnot. Every jutsu Naruto will learn will be mixed with his devil trigger. So it's more likely to be instant teleportation to, anywhere Naruto's trying to go. So he learns that. The Shadow Clone Jutsu and the Raijin joint. And he has the scroll. After reading that, he takes the scroll to what's his face. He's like, dude, it's like, give me the scroll now. And he's like, Naruto's like, I don't think so. It's like, you know what then, you fucking demon? He just throws that big shuriken on his back. Whatnot. And Naruto, takes out the Yamato, ching, cuts the thing in half, whatnot, and he did that, and he sheathed the sword back in, and he did that little void slash joint, because when that joint, Virgil like quickly untacks the sword, and it does that flurry of cuts, not the one where he like charges up and he does that crazy jump when he's cutting through reality. It's just that floor joint, like whatever joint. So he pretty much does that, and he cuts Miski into little tiny pieces, and it's crazy. And then he takes back, and since the third Hokage was amazed of what Naruto did, because he was pretty much watching him through that little crystal ball thing and whatnot. And basically Naruto takes back the scroll back to third Hokage. Third Hokage knows he read through it, but he don't mind. And Naruto, what's his face? Think it was most impressive that he was able to defeat a Chunin like that so easily with such skills. With that weird sword of yours, you might finally achieve your dreams of becoming Hokage. not just like might, no, will. So pretty much after that, he already has his little headband, whatnot, and he pretty much gets ready for the next day of becoming a ninja. And that's where I will end it off. But do not worry, the next episode will be out soon. Sooner than you think, actually. So, for now, goodbye.